It's the 4th of July weekend and the middle of the Steam summer sale, so it's not smart to release your game this week, but these developers are trying anyway. So let's begin with Axial Disc 2, the follow-up to a game from 2021 which is free on Steam, but this is about as classic as it can get when it comes to turn-based RPGs. The retro pixel art looks nice, and at least I don't think they're directly using any RPG Maker default assets or something, so the effort has been put in and might be one to check out. I have a very weird mishmash of games this week, which includes Ultimate Tag, a competitive multiplayer arena platformer where you are playing tag or catching as we like to call it here in Singapore, avoiding your opponents so that you don't become it, and does look kind of fun. Do note that there are 2 games with this title on Steam, so be sure to get the right one via the link in the description below. I did not expect this game to come from a developer named Cozy Marshmallow, where Presence's Dark Awakening is a first-person horror adventure game taking place in a self-described interactive haunted house. According to the developers, this experience is scary and intended for entertainment purposes only. Play at your own risk, viewer discretion is advised, so I don't know, check it out I guess. Hey, if you made it this far, subscribe to my weekly newsletter to keep on top of all things indie games, link in the description below. I'm lumping in the bigger games as well in this list of 10 with the Steam release of The Legends of Heroes Trails into Reverie, where if you're into this franchise, please let me know what is going on in the comments below, since I've come across so many of these games and am very confused. I know that the original Trails in the Sky from 2004 is a must-play classic, but then the Trails of Cold Steel spin-offs, having releases in 2013, 14, 17, 18 and 2020, makes it seem like they're just churning these out, but this entry at least seems to be well reviewed.
All for one,
And one for all!
all together now!
Shatter! Warhammer! Take damage!
Get up!
I'll follow up!
It's over! Rising Nova! Now! Ashen Flash! Shredded leaves!
Are those who lost their way. Thunder!
Master's word!
A fun-looking arcade action strategy title is Team 6 Armored Troops, one where you're commanding a squad of units and attempt various missions, defeating your enemies in the process. This gives me just a little bit of cannon fodder vibe, which got my attention, where the variety of units and vehicles as well as mission types should be fun. Okay, in a smaller week, I have to give some space to Sergeant Squidley Space Cop, a throwback detective adventure game with visuals to match, where you play as this Cthulhu-looking creature trying to solve the mystery behind the murder of a famous detective. There are RPG elements like stats, as well as time and energy management systems, looking like a standout title. This developer's first entry, Ravva and the Cyclops' Curse, did not do so well, but our hero is back in Ravva and the Phantom Library, a throwback pixel art action platformer where you play as a wizard with the ability to summon 4 elemental companions, using them in combat, platforming and puzzles. I do like the visuals for how faithful it looks and could be a hidden gem of the week.
Emily just vanished one day. Most people lost hope after a few weeks. They just stopped looking. But I'm not giving up. I need to find her. I have to. Come here.
This next title comes to us from developer Tequila Works, who have made the Sexy Brutale and Rhyme, which makes Guilt a title of interest, since the pedigree is there, where this is a creepy narrative adventure game that gives off Little Nightmares vibes, where it looks pretty well made and should be for horror game fans.
Emily? You're just another monster!
If you're a fan of the sliding puzzle game Threes, Sliding Swords might be of interest, retaining the core sliding and combining mechanics, but integrating that into a roguelite dungeon crawler. Combining the various icons and then activating them is key, where you're getting resources to trigger abilities, even having meta progression systems, crafting and deck building elements, and could be neat. The developer of this falling-focused roguelike platformer did reach out to me, citing Downwell as an inspiration, so of course Devil's Dive did get my attention, one that looks fairly similar in concept, where you're falling deeper and deeper into the depths, where the pixel art in places looks nice and the action pretty good, where you can find more of my favourite roguelites in this video.